Hey guys, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja Slab. You guys have read the title, you know what we're talking about. We are talking about Marinette and Adrian's eventual wedding. Now, a few things to keep in mind is that this will not happen soon in the show. This is probably going to be happening many years from now, maybe in the very last season of Miraculous. Or it could happen sooner, but right now I'm saying it's going to happen a long time from now. So, yeah. Oh boy, this is going to be fun. So, a few things to just keep in mind is that by the time Marinette and Adrian would get married, is that Hawkmoth and Mayura would have been arrested. They would be in jail, and which, although sad, means that they wouldn't be sad that they wouldn't be able to come to their wedding. It would actually be kind of good because, hey, at least they're done. So yeah, what am I gonna do? What am I talking about? So this is what I'm imagining is gonna be the wedding as well as the proposing. We're gonna start with the proposing, and then we'll move on to the wedding. So first off, obviously, Adrian will go and ask Marinette's parents for permission. We'll probably see that a little bit. It kind of like there was this one comic a little while ago that a few people have done comic dubs of, and it shows him going to the different people and saying, "Hey, I'm gonna propose," and whatever. First, he asks Marinette's parents. Then he tells his father, who would be in jail at this time, and perhaps his father suggests asking his mother for the wedding ring or something along those lines. Something like that, because obviously his mother would probably be around. And then we also see a few other people show up. A few other people, like he's telling Nino and Alya, who at this point would have already been married. Maybe a few other people, but then he goes to Marinette and proposes, most likely in their outfits right as they finish fighting evil for the day or something. Maybe they get off of work or something. It would be cool, I will admit. Obviously, she says that she will, and then the wedding. What exactly is going to happen for the wedding? Now, first off, is that this has to be a lot of complicated things. One, Master Fu is dead, but we also know that they would want him to be there because it wasn't for him, they most likely would have never gotten together, and they probably would have both had a lot more issues. Natalie and Gabriel would both be on tablets being held by probably Emily. And they're just sitting in their cells watching the wedding through the TV through their screens or whatever. So Adrian's best man, I want to say it's Nino because of the fact that Nino is his best friend, but I'm also kind of thinking that it could be Luca. It's basically Luca's final thing of saying that he absolutely supports them, and he hands over the ring finally, and it would just be kind of cool. What would be really cool is if the ring, what they do actually is that the ring is very similar to the final wedding ring is similar to for Marinette. It's a Cat Noir ring. Not exactly, but similar in style. Maybe it will look like the original ring, because if you guys don't know, the ring that he used when it was an anime was very different. But that would be cool. And uh, Adrian would have a ladybug ring. Basically, it's only a few people know, but they specifically know that they are each other and they need each other to be heroes, something like that. Um, a few other things. There's gonna who's gonna be there. All of their friends from their school would show up, as well as of course Luca and Kagami. Probably Wayhem would be on Adrian's side. Kagami would be on would probably be one of Marinette's flower girls, along with Rose, Julika. Um, did I say Kagami? If I didn't, then yeah, Kagami. And Alya would be the maid of honor. It's kind of a weird thing to think about, because it would also be kind of cool to see Kagami be the maid of honor and Alya just be a flower girl, because of the fact that it would be a good way of saying we are 100% on board with this wedding. But either whatever way they decide to do it would be completely cool with me. So yeah, Rose, Julika, Milan, and Alya would be the flower girls. And then and maybe even Chloe, and then Kagami would be the maid of honor, something like that. That would be cool. But the person who is going to marry them, I want to be Master Fu. But the thing is that Master Fu would be dead by this point. So how exactly does he come to the wedding? And the answer is he will be brought to the future by Bunnix. Now, there are two ways that we could see this happening. One is that right before he dies in at the end of the of season 5, Bunnix shows up, sweeps him off, and he never dies. But for some reason, the spell thinks that it did work on him. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And he goes and he completes the marriage, and then he lives off the rest of his life in the future, possibly. That's one option. Or Bunnix goes, grabs him, brings him back to the future, where he completes, where he does the marriage. He stays there for during the time of the marriage, then returns back to the exact moment where he vanished, where he was gone, where he was taken, and lives out the rest of his life to eventually be killed by Hawkmoth. I think I've gone over this theory a few times, but yeah, basically, in order for Emily to come back, Master Fu has to die. It's a weird concept, but because of the fact, but I've mentioned it before, and I think that it would be kind of cool to see. So yeah, that will be their wedding, and there's probably going to be a lot more that's going to happen at their wedding and stuff. Like the Kwamis will sing over it, sing during it, and something like that. But at the very end, when they have a villain shows up in the middle at the end of the wedding, after they've exchanged their vows, they've had their kiss to have the marriage complete, um, a villain shows up and wants to crash the wedding. But because of the fact that he basically just came into a room filled with heroes, all of them transformed together. And keep in mind that this is also going to be some other ones from the future, from the past, I mean. Probably a few previous ladybugs, because let's be honest, by that point we're hoping that there will be something where the past miraculous holders will be there for the actual wedding. And they save the day, and they, all these heroes take down the villain like that because of the fact that they're all there. There's like, you crashed the wrong wedding, dude. And it's kind of the same thing that I would love to see in a lot of other shows, but they never happen. Um, but we shall see. It's kind of like how in the one at the end of Wreck-It Ralph, how everyone is prepared because of the fact that there could be a bug that could break through and crash the wedding. So they're all prepared and stuff, but we'll see what happens. I don't think that's actually going to happen, but we shall see. Um, so yeah, definitely a fun thing to just think about. If you guys want to see this, then definitely let me know down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this little theory, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell, because I make tons of content like this now. So yeah. Also, before I conclude this video, go check out my video up in the iCards. At least the first scene, because there's this little thing in there, and I want fan art of me as a cake. You'll get the reference if you go watch the video. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on.